Hey guys, so for today's 5th grade worksheet, we are going to start with order of operations, which we use the method PEMDAS, P for parentheses, E for exponent, which we are going to focus on today, M for multiplication, T for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. Before we begin, for any problems like 13, we see division is first, and then multiplication. You always have to solve left to right for only multiplication and division, and only for addition and subtraction. However, we will focus on exponents today, so let's look at number 7. We see 7 squared or to the second power plus 3. How you would write this is 7 squared plus 3, and what exponent is just repeating the number to the amount on that is the power. So what I mean is 7, you see the 2 here, you just multiply 7 twice, and then plus 3, and then 7, we do multiplication, 7 times 7 is 49, and then we bring down the plus 3, which then equals 252. Let's look at number 8. Now we see 2 multiplication problems being multiplied. So essentially what you would do here is put parentheses around them. And remember, we always have to solve parentheses first, P for PEMDAS. So we're going to just do it again. We're going to create the equation. So 5 squared and 3 squared. 5 times 5. And then multiplied by 3 times 3. Left to right. So we're going to solve the left parentheses. 5 times 5 is 25. Multiplied. And then 3 times 3 is 9. And then 25 times 9 is 225. Okay, now the next one, multiplying fractions. So we already know how to multiply simple fractions like number 1. You just multiply across, so what you would do is multiply 1 and 5, which is 5 over, and then you will multiply 6, the bottom numbers, by 7, which is 42. So we see 4, 5, 6, 7, and on, we see letters or variable. So we need to find what that variable is in order for this equation to be true. So let's try to find it. Y over z multiplied by 7 over 5 equals 3/10. What you would do is divide 7/5 to the other side, or a more easier way is to multiply the whole equation by the reciprocal. So it would be 5/7. And then this becomes 1. And then it would be 5/7 yz equals, we multiply top 15, bottom 70, or it'll also equal to 3 over 14. And then again, you multiply by the reciprocal to get rid of this. I know it seems like we're going back, but I promise it's not. And then you get yz, multiply 7 times 3, 21, 14 and 5, which we get 90. You can once again reduce 21 and 90 with by dividing by 3. So it's 7 over 3. Okay, now to find the decimals once again. For the rest of these, it is the same concept. 7 through 9, it's just the order switched. It's the same concept. Now, dividing decimals. Quotient is the answer for dividing decimals. Not important, but it's something you should know for the future. So dividing decimals is fairly simple. So let's look at number 1. What you want to do is always look at the second number or the number that's getting divided by. And what you want to do when it comes to decimal is make it into whole numbers so that it's easier on you. So how do you do that? You move the decimal dot wherever you need to, no matter how many times or which direction, in order to become whole number. However, when it comes to whole numbers, you always move it to the right. So as you see 0.1, we just have to move it to the right once. And what you do to one side, always to the other. So we also move 3.3. 3 divided by 1 equals 33. Same concept for number 4. We see the second number. We see that we only have to move to the right once with the decimal dot. Once. 42 divided by 7 equals 6. Lastly, we are going to look at word problems. So we have two parts, the equation and the actual solution. So let's underline some things. Josh, for number 1, so Josh sent out invitations to 60 friends. That is the total. X friends, so this is the unknown, I guess, replied, and he's waiting for the 7 other friends to reply. So we have another number here. So the solution we need to find is X. So when you have a total, the most likely thing you want to do is write the total out like this. And we have X friends, and we need to find a total, and total is normally addition. In this case, it is division. So we need to do plus 7. That is your equation. Now we're going to find X. How? We're going to isolate X by subtracting 7 to the other side. What's 16 minus 7? It becomes 9. And the answer would be 9 friends have replied to Josh.